John McEnroe has changed his shirt, ready for the third set, and at that changeover, McEnroe questioning the official referee, Walter Lehman, and at one point he said, how come they picked this guy to do the chair umpiring? Did he win a lottery in Belgium? Kind of an interesting inquiry. It's a set apiece, and we have got a great match on our hands here. Both players really rising to the occasion, Donald. That tiebreaker was won by winning shots, not by errors. McEnroe to serve. First game of the third set. This is a 3 out of 5 set match. It is dead even at a set apiece. And now this is a tough point because McEnroe very disappointed after having a shot at that tiebreaker. He got even at 4 points all. And now he's serving in the first game of the third set. Definitely let down. He would like to be up 2 sets to love, and he's not.
And Lendl really pumped. He will be tougher this set.
Well, he's definitely, obviously, into the match, Donald. He started to move better, served better, and certainly kept the ball in play with great pace in that second set. We've seen a very composed John McEnroe out here throughout the week. Donald mentioned earlier he has really improved in terms of court behavior, at least certainly in this event.
I think he's just concentrating, Barry, the whole time.
Well, against a guy like Lendl, who is playing so well now, he's got his hands full. He doesn't have time to do anything except concentrate.
Remember, the last guy to beat Lendl was John McEnroe. Back-to-back at the Volvo International and then the Canadian Open this summer.
Looked like he might be starting one of those streaks, but Lendl changed all that at the Open. Interestingly enough, these two played in the qualifying of the U.S. Open back in 1980, believe it or not. That is hard to believe.
The qualifying, and McEnroe won in 4 sets. Pretty good outside match, wouldn't you say, on a
Court
Saturday?
Hard to believe where they have come since that.
All right, Lendl is 15-30 now, has a second serve. Oh. And there is the difference when John misses his first serve. Lendl tees off.
15-40.
Now watch the swing. He's got plenty of time, and he just tremendous roll on the backhand. 2 break points.
Tatum O'Neal still looking on, but McEnroe now in instant trouble here in the first game of the third set. Down 15-40, and suddenly the entire atmosphere of this match has changed. McEnroe struggling, Lendl seemingly coming on strong. And Lendl now moving flawlessly, hitting great shots off the forehand and backhand return. Breaks serve in the first game of the third set. He leads 1-love in the third.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Connors, and I'm going to make you a better tennis player. Every month in Tennis Magazine, Tennis, #1 tennis magazine in the world. #1 in keeping you up to date, helping you to enjoy and improve your game.
Get sound, practical instruction from the world's top teachers like Ash, Hopman, Travert, Vandermeer, and even Connors and me.
With news, insights, and updates on all the top players and on the bright new stars. With Tell It Like It Is articles on tennis equipment, apparel, and vacation ideas. Now you can get tennis at a bargain rate.
Call 800-453-1900 toll-free, and you can get 12 issues of Tennis Magazine for only $9.97, less than half the newsstand price. Call right now, and you'll get free the booklet Jimmy Connors on winning serves and ground strokes. That's 12 issues of tennis, plus the Jimmy Connors booklet for only $9.97. But you must call now, 800-453-1900.
Don't forget, we've got a date right here every month.
This match is a set apiece. McEnroe won the first 6-1, Lendl the second in a tiebreaker 7-6. The score 1-love for Lendl in the third. We are back at the Sports Palace in Antwerp, Belgium, with a great final match on our hands here. The two best players in the world squaring off. It's a set apiece, and Lendl ready to serve in the second game of the third set. He has a service break. McEnroe now taking lots of time as that $1 million trophy still sits in its case there, and Lendl now thinking a little bit more about hauling that thing out of here at the end of the day.
It looms large there in the background.
Remember, the player that wins this tournament 3 times over a 5-year period qualifies for that $1 million racket. Good first serve from Lendl, 15-love. Donald looking a lot stronger now. McEnroe seems kind of dejected at this point in the match.
Well, he's down a break in the third. That's no fun. This is a real test of Lendl's ability, because McEnroe has been so sharp.
Oh.
I don't believe the way these guys play the game.
Well, we've seen point after point where we've been just delighted with the winners.
Now watch here. McEnroe comes in, he makes one good volley, and look where he is, out of court, and Ivan runs it down. But what a shot to hit from a defensive position.
I think McEnroe felt he had won that point with the volley. It was a great cross-court backhand volley. 30-love Lendl. You can hear those strings being straightened on a very tightly strung racket that Lendl uses. McEnroe, much more loosely strung racket. Again, the big forehand of Lendl, too much pace. McEnroe couldn't handle the volley. If Lendl wins this point, this will be the easiest service game of the match for Ivan Lendl. McEnroe really mishits that forehand. The ball hits on his side of the net into the surface before it hits the net, and Lendl quickly goes up 2-love in the third set. McEnroe now moving so much slower. When John gets playing and in the groove, he has a tendency to kind of speed up play. Now Lendl waiting for some people to sit down behind McEnroe. Full house here, 17,000 plus. And they have really converted an old sports arena into a beautiful tennis setting in the middle of Antwerp. Lendl now, Donald, looking like the old Lendl at the U.S. Open. Completely free, swinging and hitting nothing but winners. Love 15. McEnroe does not want to let this set slip away. He's already down a break, facing another dangerous serving situation here.
15-all.
You know what I think McEnroe's thinking is, I'm playing great, and I ain't winning.
Isn't that incredible? He is. He's playing very well.
And that's starting to bother him, because he knows just how well he's played the first 2 sets compared to his play the last, say, 7 weeks.
Again, a clean winner up the line from the backhand of Ivan Lendl.
Now watch here. Lendl keeps that ball very low. He can go either way. John guessed wrong, and Lendl rolls it in. He had enough time there that he could fake him a little bit with his backswing and his shoulder rotation before making the shot.
McEnroe still in trouble, down 15-30, down a break.
Ace.
Clean ace. Lendl knew it. Lendl looked back at that ball and started screaming at the ball as though, get closer to me. Great competitive spirit from both players. This match, a much better match than the final at the U.S. Open back in September.
Not even close for shot-making ability and consistency. This has been a very, very tight, even match.
Again, the ace down the center from McEnroe. And so McEnroe comes out. The score 2-1, Lendl leading.
Brighten your colors, sharpen your sound with high-tech components designed to astound. Fine-tune your life with Emerson. Amazing new features, the ultimate prize. Step into the future, we'll open your eyes. Fine-tune your life. Emerson feels so right. Fine-tune your life with Emerson.
No matter what unexpected problems should arise, Transamerica Property, Casualty, and Life Insurance can be there to protect you.
Hey, you big ape! Who's gonna pay for this mess?
Transamerica. Insurance, finance, manufacturing, transportation, innovation. The power of the pyramid is working for you.
And so at the Sports Palace, the two best players in the world entertaining 17,000 European sports fans who have come here from all over Europe for this event. A late call there. The side linesman called it. Lendl had walked over thinking that he had served a clean ace. Not so. Second serve. Ooh, that ball. And I'll tell you, that could have been trouble. The ball was wide, but Donald had hit the net.
I know.
And could have stopped dead. McEnroe had conceded the point. He was walking over.
Let's watch it again.
Very
He pops it up. Look where it rolls. Right off the top of that net.
That could have been big trouble for Lendl had the ball dropped into the playing surface. 15 love. Question now is, can McEnroe muster some energy, get back in this thing, and break back in the third set? He is down an early service break. Lendl with a big advantage, serving at 2-1. Ivan continues to straighten those strings even after a fault on the first serve, which is a little unusual. You break your rhythm that way.
You know, Ivan uses that string thing, Barry, for his rhythm. He really, you know, he's got it down to a little science now with himself. He doesn't like to look up or look at his opponent, so he's always straightening those racket strings, and it's really just a...
kind of an excuse, maybe.
Well,
just
it's a nervous habit, you know, to slow things down or to get his thought process.
Well, I'll tell you, when I served a fault first serve, I always wanted to get into that second serve pretty quickly. I didn't like to take a lot of time before the second serve. But then I had a lousy second serve, so maybe that's the reason.
I didn't want to say that. But...
Let cord.
And there, Lendl unlucky. That ball skidded off the tape.
McEnroe with a good break there. Got a let cord, and now is 2 points away from possibly breaking back here in the third set. Strange looking forehand there, Donald. Looked like he came over the ball way too soon.
He actually hit it off the wrong foot. And John there mimicking himself. He's a little angry there.
It is now a 30-all. Fourth game of the third set. Lendl leading 2-1 with the service break. Lendl throws the ball up, catches it. You do not have to make contact if you don't like the looks of that toss.
In their 30th meeting, Lendl trying to get to 14. He trails 16-13 since 1977.
Which, Donald, goes way back to a thing called the Banana Bowl, of all things, where they played as juniors down in Florida. They've been at it a long time.
They have played 6 times in 1985, and they're 3-3.
Maybe the biggest point of the match for McEnroe right here. A break point. Lendl down 30-40.
This could change the whole match.
Oh, misses an easy forehand. And John yells out, "Oh, no." He made a great return off a big Lendl serve there. Lucky to get that ball back into play. Now he's giving it the choke signal. You see, he does that so often when he misses an easy ball.
God. He is brutally honest. It's one thing that's very refreshing about John. He says what he thinks and
always has.
Is what he thinks. And there's no
in between.
Guessing games. That's awfully good serving by Lendl. God, what a pressure point. He hits a second ball like that.
And so Lendl, after being down a break point, now 1 point away from being up 3-1. McEnroe tried a very difficult cross-court backhand off a low ball, missed the shot, and so Lendl holds serve. The score 3-1 in the third set.
And Barry, he saved it from a break point, and what an importance that is to his confidence.
Well, McEnroe's got to think back on his opportunities there. Whenever you have a break point, you feel like you're in big trouble, which he is in this set, down a break. You remember those kind of points. McEnroe ready to serve now.
Now watch the forehand low. Beautiful volley. It dies on Lendl. You know, Barry, they're both doing what they do best.
Exactly.
Well, McEnroe volleying, particularly the first ball, invincible. Lendl passing, hitting winners from a defensive position, and starting to serve a little better.
Oh, what's fun about this match is, like you say, we're seeing all the strengths of these two great players thrown out there against each other. Lendl hits a great return off the forehand. McEnroe hits a better volley. And you got to say to yourself, is Lendl saying, hey, what do I have to do to win a point here? I'm hitting the best shots I can hit. But he has hit some beauties. Oh. Swinging volley there from McEnroe off the forehand side. puts away a clean winner. And these are the kind of games, when you're serving in a 3 out of 5 set match, you love to win quickly. McEnroe up 40 love. That's out. So McEnroe holds serve at love, quickly wins that game to go to a 3-2 score. Lendl leading 3-2 in the third set from the Sport Palace in Antwerp, Belgium. We'll pause now for a word from your local cable systems.
Robert De Niro, Jack Nicholson, Robert Mitchum, Tony Curtis, The Last Tycoon, a USA premiere event at 8 p.m. Eastern next Monday.
You can buy this beautiful Norwalk sofa from the floor of an area furniture dealer and pay the manufacturer's retail price of $1,100. Or you can buy the exact same Norwalk sofa from Plan Furnishings any day of the week and spend $659. That's right, at Plan Furnishings you get the exact same Norwalk sofa with a lifetime guarantee on the frame and select the fabric of your choice from over 600 covers that have a 2-year wear guarantee, all at 40% off. So isn't it obvious? Where's the best deal? At Plan Furnishings in Gainesville and Ocala.
You want service? Hawes has it, with the highest quality and the best value on genuine Chrysler remanufactured parts anywhere. Our remanufactured parts carry a 12-month or 12,000-mile warranty. You can install them yourselves, or when Hawes installs them, the warranty includes labor costs. Wholesalers, retailers, garages are all welcome to take advantage of the best parts deal in North Central Florida. You win 2 ways, with reduced prices and 12-month or 12,000-mile protection. When it comes to service, Hawes has it. Hawes Chrysler Plymouth, 3535 North Main Street.
Ivan Lendl holds up new balls and does a little deep knee bending there, which he has a tendency to do as the match gets older. Lendl somehow goes into those deep knee bends, but he is serving with a break in the third set. Lendl leading 3-2. He picks some of that sawdust. Oh, he has so much sawdust that sometimes it gets in his eyes, I notice, and he has trouble keeping that sawdust out.
15. John is moving better, Barry, than I've seen him in a long time. Lendl's powers really helped him overcome McEnroe's speed.
Well, McEnroe's not only moving well, Donald, he looks a lot brighter and a lot more alert and into this match than he did at all the matches at the U.S. Open. I thought he was struggling from the very start.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you who you like in this match.
Good.
I know your favorite.
Good. Clearly wide. Lendl now taking a lot of chances on that first serve. He knows he has the power. That's just great tennis.
You know, each player hit 3 winners in that rally. Now watch it. It's beautiful. Let it play.
30 love.
And look at the topspin. Lendl there. Shovels it. And John finally misses the ball from the baseline. Beautiful, beautiful play by the number 1 and 2 players in the world. Take your pick.
Well, that one slice forehand by Lendl there off the overhead surprised McEnroe. Lendl playing great defense too when he has to right now. Again, Lendl trying to keep that sawdust. As we mentioned, he has a big bunch of sawdust in his right pocket.
Lendl's mother and father, Olga and Yuri, are here watching all week long.
No fault. Very untimely double fault, leading 30-15. Ivan elects to take a chance on that second serve. 30-all.
Now John's mad because he let it go. He could have covered it.
40.
You watch this point again. Here comes McEnroe. He could have had that, and he let it go, and it was well in. That gives Lendl the add point to go up 4-2. $1 million there in red, right off of his corner.
Sitting right there.
I love that shot.
That's a great shot. It really is. McEnroe doing a little clowning there. That ball coming in with such pace. McEnroe faking like it might have killed him.
And there you see the McEnroe greatness, Barry. 2 shots, in on the net, closes fast. Here he comes. Good roll. And watch the forehand punch. Bang. It's over. That is where McEnroe must be at the net to beat Lendl. Tatum O'Neal, John's good friend, is here this week.
This is shaping up to be the tightest game of the third set. Lendl having some trouble holding serve here. He has the break. You heard it. Telling himself to get the first serve in.
Can't believe how he does that between points. I mean, between serves. He has a pause to fix his racket strings. Now McEnroe a little lucky there. He knew it. He mishit that volley and it died. You see the perception here of the ball. Lendl goes right there. Now John mishit that ball, and that's why Lendl bangs at it. It hit off his throat, but dropped over.
Break point. McEnroe 1 point away from evening the third set at 3 games all.
Tremendous first serve when he needs it.
That racket we spoke about earlier over Lendl's shoulder, for those of you that weren't with us earlier, is worth a cool $1 million, diamonds and gold, and if Lendl wins today, he will take that racket as an additional trophy to the $200,000. You have to win this event 3 times over a 5-year span to do that. He has a chance to do it today.
Advantage, McEnroe.
And another chance for McEnroe to break.
First serve.
believe he tried that second serve, Donald. Add out. And Lendl goes for a big second serve out wide to the McEnroe forehand.
On a break point. Watch it here. He really kicks it hard, and John's moved to his backhand side. Clean ace, second serve. Would you say he's confident?
I'll tell you something. You don't try a second serve like that unless you really feel that your percentages are good to make the serve. What a big serve at that point. We're back to deuce.
Advantage, Lendl.
Another first serve there, catches McEnroe. And now Lendl, 1 point away from a 4-2 lead. There's that trophy we spoke about. Hard to miss it. It's so heavily guarded. It's lit up beautifully in a bulletproof space-age cage.
Ace.
Lendl.
All good.
McEnroe is really disgusted because he had 2 break points that game.
Lendl going over, broke a string on that last service ace. John has barely moved from the spot where he got aced. Well, you got to say that he got out of big trouble in that game, Donald, and he did it in a very, what I would call, a risky way, but for him, maybe not. Lendl leading 4-2. This match now 2 hours and 8 minutes old. They've been out there over 2 hours and playing some of the best tennis we've seen in years.
Certainly some of the best tennis we've had all year on USA Network. The quality and level. And it stays there, you know, game after game.
It really, it's amazing.
Love 15.
That's wide. McEnroe trying one of those very delicate half-volley placements. Hit the ball out over the sideline.
Most of us just try to get the half volley back over the net.
He goes for
John
the winner.
Goes right for the corner.
Love 15. And now both return of serve players getting on top of things here in the third set. Oh.
It drops good off the lead cord.
Actually, Lendl sliced that backhand quite a bit.
Love 30.
Here it is. Scoots down there and jumps by a startled McEnroe.
Didn't you think he sliced that more than he normally does, Donald?
He was trying to guide that. Very gently guide it down the line.
He normally takes that big swing off the backhand, hits the topspin. That time he didn't do it. Love 30. McEnroe in trouble. And he goes for the serve that has worked so well for him all afternoon. The deuce court out wide to the forehand, but it's a fault. Suddenly here, instead of having the long points that we had at the end of that second set, both players going for returns, and the pace has quickened up quite a bit. Much shorter games. That was such a good shot there. You could see that ball coming in wide to the backhand. And from the left-hander's spin, not only does it take off, but it shoots out way to the left very quickly. McEnroe back to 30 all. This is that big seventh game we've talked about. The spread would be 5-2 for Lendl if he breaks serve, if McEnroe holds the score 4-3.
Double fault. Really wide. He took a big chance.
Actually took the same chance there that Lendl did on the game point. It was called a fault both from the sideline and from the vertical line. And so Lendl now with a chance to break serve.
This will really put Lendl in control here if he can win this point.
doesn't come any better.
Now watch it here, because Lendl hits a great return and John saves it with a marvelous half volley.
Deuce.
Boom. The ball is short. Lendl coming quickly. And look at McEnroe right there.
You know, the forehand that he hit on the run wasn't a bad shot. He made McEnroe stretch way out wide for it.
Reduce.
McEnroe continuing to go for that forehand ace. Not hitting it as well as he did earlier in the match. Really pumped up.
Here comes John. Stays back instead.
Advantage, Lendl.
And Lendl, just tremendous topspin. He's coming in. And he hits the open court winner. Perfect forehand. Boy, he's getting aggressive, and the topspin keeps the ball in court.
Well, they're hitting the ball so well and so firmly. McEnroe hit a half volley there from the baseline. Made it look easy. Break point again.
And the voice you heard was Lendl yelling, yep, yep.
And so Lendl, with brilliant tennis, leads 5-2 in the third set.
Every late night morning I put on my blue. Levi's button fly 501 blue. Well, they shrink down to fit you and only you, baby. Button fly, don't it make you wanna ooh, that's the truth. Yeah, yeah. Well, my radio's busted, my rent's coming due. All right. My woman left me, that's nothing new. But I'm still looking like front page news when I button fly my 501 blues. That's the truth. Levi 501 blues. Don't it make you wanna ooh?
And what a match we've got on our hands here. The best quality tennis we've seen in many a month or year, Donald Dell, as Lendl gets ready to serve with a lead of 5-2 in the third set.
2 hours and 19 minutes old, and Lendl is finally edging ahead. He's got 2 breaks this set, 5-2.
15, no?
And you can sense that John is thinking, God, what can I do different? He's so smart and able. He's trying to figure out, what can I do to change it? Because he ain't going anywhere the way this pattern's unfolding.
Well, when you analyze how well Lendl has played to get to this stage in the match, I mean, he has played quality tennis game after game after game. Lendl 3 points away from the third set. Now 2 points away as McEnroe tried quickly to get in behind that second serve. Clean ace, McEnroe knew it. So Ivan Lendl now at triple set point to go up 2-1 in this best of 5 set match. Misses what everybody thought was an easy shot. It was not. That was a difficult half volley he was faced with there on a good return off the forehand by McEnroe. Still, set point. Lendl up 40-15.
And he wants to close it out right on this point.
Just hit the top of the net.
a tremendous backswing. He misjudged the timing and the bounce. Boy, that looked strange. He was way ahead of it.
And I think he was amazed at the quickness of McEnroe up there. John covered 2 or 3 passing shots with those quick hands, but Lendl still in command here. Third set point. So Ivan Lendl with a winning forehand down the line passing shot, holds serve, and wins the third set. 6-2. And suddenly, this match, which looked like it was going to be a runaway early, with McEnroe winning that first set 6-1, turns into a completely different atmosphere. 2-1 for Lendl.
Now McEnroe has stopped play up there for a moment, Barry. He's trying to change his sneakers, and he's asked the ball boy to run into the locker room to get him a set of shoes.
Well, obviously, at this point in the match, Donald, there is no game change. I assume John would love to have a new pair of sneakers at the next game change.
I'd like to have a new voice after a couple of these rallies.
I'll tell you, this match has had everything you want to see in a great competitive tennis match. McEnroe even smiling a little now.
I'll tell you what, John is enjoying the game a lot more today, at least, than we've seen him all week long. He's been really having fun here and playing great. He had lost 13 games coming into the finals. That's how badly he was dominating.
They said that at almost all the post-match press conferences. I'm enjoying playing the game a lot more. Tell you what, if I played like he plays, I would love playing the game every day.
And getting paid for it, too.
All right, fourth set. McEnroe down 2-1.
Oh, brother. If Lendl gets a short forehand on a second serve, you can forget it.
Lendl starts off the fourth set right where he left the third, with a winning forehand. There you see that linesman. He's out of his chair, and he will move to his left. Lendl one set away from that bonus prize. If he wins this set, he takes away that racket. Oh.
I wonder if Jack Lugneau, the president of City 7, can persuade him for another trophy. Look at this shot. Just a slice. Takes the pace. Meets the ball.
And it was a good serve, too.
I wonder if he can get those diamond merchants to come up with another one next year.
It'll be quite a coup. There's that racket. Oh, come on, Ivan. 3 great returns in a row from Lendl. And McEnroe's got to be saying to himself, what do I have to do?
He's trying to say, where do I serve to?
Exactly.
He's better keep it on the backhand.
McEnroe has hit 3 real good serves in this game. All 3 returned for winners. He's down love 40. Well, he finally missed one. Still down, double break point. And Donald, being down 2-1 in a 3 out of 5 set match, McEnroe does not want to lose this first game of the fourth set. Just wide. John's having
really changes the scales of the match if Lendl can get an early break here in the fourth. All the pressure shifts then totally to McEnroe to come back. Here comes Ivan.
Clean winner. And so it's 1-love in the fourth for Lendl. He leads 2-1.
Some copier companies make televisions. Meta doesn't. Some make clock radios. Mita wouldn't hear of it. You see, we believe the best way to make better copiers is to make nothing but copiers. A philosophy that's helped me to create some of the most remarkable copiers anywhere. After all, we didn't get to be the fastest growing copier company by making cameras. Mita, all we make are great copiers. Call 1-800-ABC-MITA.
Go on, open it.
I was hoping for a Longines.
I got the hint.
Feels so
supple.
From Longines, the gold medal. Thin, water-resistant. For him, for her. Never before a Longines this rich-looking for only $550. Very Swiss, very supple.
Very...
sensuous?
Yeah.
Quartz, of course. Longines gold medal.
We are back at the Sports Palace, enjoying what has to be one of the best final matches of the year. John McEnroe down 2-1 to Ivan Lendl, but trying to get back in this match. He lost his first serve in the first game of the fourth set, and at this point, it looks like Lendl is on a roll, but you never know with two players of this quality.
Has changed rackets and he's changed shoes. We shall see if he can change the result. Lendl with a good volley.
Well, over the last 5 games, Donald, Lendl's played the best tennis I've ever seen him play. I mean, he is hitting winners off great serves. He's hitting winning volleys off good returns like that last one of McEnroe's. And I don't think Lendl can play much better than he's playing right now. Clean ace.
And Lendl right now, Barry, is what Arthur Ashe calls in the zone. It's that moment, that time when everything goes in. You're confident, you're relaxed, and you're hitting shot after shot to your maximum ability. That's what's happening right now.
That last ace was Lendl's 8th ace of the match. McEnroe has 5 aces. Called not up. The ball bounced twice.
McEnroe still made that volley. It dropped it over the net and bounced back over the net.
We've talked about the quality of this match. Lendl serving 64, nearly 65% first serves. McEnroe serving at 60%.
Pretty good serving for both.
Both players.
Opening game, fourth set. Lendl wants to keep the momentum going.
That racket that McEnroe is using now was strung in roughly 15 minutes during that third set. That may have broken a record. Oh, Lendl caught. Looked like he tried to hit that ball on the full, Donald, without letting it bounce.
You teaching pros watching, and there was Lendl in no man's land. Just a foot inside the baseline. He couldn't decide to come in or stay back. And he misses.
And now, if McEnroe's going to get back in this match, he needs a break early. A break back early, we should say, because he is down a service break. And if Lendl just continues to hold serve, he will win this match. 30-all. Call default. That center service linesman has had a workout on that far side. Big opportunity there for McEnroe. He hit the tough volley on the first shot and then got a high forehand that he missed badly. But again, the ball, Donald, with such pace from Lendl.
McEnroe saving it by getting in. But what he has to do to make that first return, now watch it. He crunches it, comes in. Hit 2 good shots, Barry, to finally win the point.
Well, that's what's been happening in the whole match. One good shot does not win a point. And that's why the rallies have been so exciting. These people really being treated to a great match. Oh.
Now watch McEnroe. Lendl's. That ball's short. John has the forehand open, and Lendl guessing beautifully. He moves right to the spot.
Well, McEnroe hit a fine forehand passing shot there. Against anybody else today, that's a winning shot. Lendl gets over, not only covers it, but hits a great forehand cross-court volley. Game point for Lendl. He has the head.
Game Lendl.
And so Lendl, with the big first serve, stays on top.
Lendl leads 2 games to love, fourth set.
2 games to love, fourth set.
This is a 3 out of 5 set match. Ivan Lendl leading 2 sets to 1 after 2 1/2 hours of play.
Stilte, halstabili. Danke.
Ace. You know, you wonder, Barry, if McEnroe's thinking, as good as I'm playing, I'm not sure I can beat this guy.
Well, he's got to be thinking that, because he has hit fine shots from all areas, and yet Lendl's covering him. That's ace number 6 for John McEnroe.
And Lendl, on the dead run, again hits the forehand winner from a defensive position. That's his trademark, hitting the passing shot when he's on the dead run.
Not only dead run, Donald, that ball's about 6 inches off the court when he went for the winner. Somehow got it up and over the net. 15 all.
McEnroe did not expect that ball to come back so low. God, Lendl finally missed one by about 2 inches.
Just barely. He really is going for that backhand every time with the full confidence that he thinks he's going to hit the passing shot. That's our vantage point, just up over Lendl's shoulder. You see all those booths. A full complement of television people here.
Got 28 countries around the world, Barry, watching this ECC championship. It's live all over Europe on Eurovision today. And when Lendl gets a second serve to his forehand, he's hitting 3 out of 4 winners, unplayable on this shot right here. Steps around it and goes down the line. Now that was from an odd position because he was out in the doubles line.
McEnroe almost looks like he's shell-shocked here at this point in the match. 30 all. That's wide. That ball kid almost got hit by that ball up the line.
Ivan steps around. He's got a big swing there. Ball is short and in the middle. Nice little slice volley by John.
40-30, McEnroe 1 point away from holding his first serve in the fourth set.
just don't believe it. John doesn't either. Lendl just cracks that return cross court. And look at the angle here. It's a second serve. Boom. Not only with roll and topspin, but look at the angle. It's by McEnroe.
Well, that's the thing. The ball's not only going at a great angle, but the pace is so solid, Donald, that McEnroe's barely finished his service motion. The ball's past him.
Our camera work today is by Belgium Television, BRT, and we thank them for their great effort. Ace. Number 7 for John McEnroe.
Advantage, McEnroe.
McEnroe with an ad, and that serve has been so effective for him. Very even on aces. Lendl now has 8 service aces, McEnroe 7. And there it is. McEnroe holds serve, and so McEnroe down 2-1 in the 4th set. We're going to pause now for a word from your local cable system. And so back at the Sports Palace, Ivan Lendl 4 games away from winning this match, but McEnroe hanging in. Well, it's going to go wide. He mishits a forehand. The crowd getting behind John McEnroe now. They would love to see a 5-set match.
John was lucky to win that point, Barry. He almost fell down on the lob because he was really off balance.
He's changed his shoes a couple of games ago. He asked for a new pair of shoes to be brought out, plus a restrung racket, which we were told was restrung in 15 minutes, and that is unbelievable that you would change a racket that quickly in a match.
Ace. Number 9 for Lendl.
A little bit of a slow call there. McEnroe now trying to get back to that strategy that won him that first set so easily, 6-1. He came in behind virtually every serve of Lendl's, and I think that's exactly what he's trying to do now, Donald. 15-30.
Come of age as a volleyer. That exchange right there, McEnroe had 2 great chances to pass him. Tony Roach, where are you? I hope you're seeing that point. Watch Lendl at the net. John saves 1, but tough half volley. Now he's got the sitter. Lendl knifes the volley from a defensive position, and McEnroe knew he should have made that shot. But Lendl at 6'2", moving like a cat now, really volleys much, much better. Tony Roach is the coach of Ivan Lendl. The great Australian player has taught him how to volley all summer long. Lendl was just in Australia 2 weeks ago with him. And you see the results. Another backhand winner.
And Donald, that looked like a first-class volley from Lendl. He looks like he is volleying a lot more naturally than he was a year or so. He used to force it. That time, he saw the backhand high and went ahead and put the ball away. Advantage Lendl. McEnroe still wondering what he has to do to win points. That's good. No call on the serve. And Lendl gets out of trouble there with a big first serve on game point.
3 games to 1, 4 sets.
On Lendl leading 3 games to 1. He is up 2 sets to 1 in this best of 5-set match. Donald, you think at this point that beautiful trophy with all that value attached to it is even running through Lendl's head at all?
Well, I think he's aware of it, but I think, Barry, he's much more thinking about, I want to beat McEnroe. McEnroe's playing awfully well, much better than at the U.S. Open. And I'm playing much better, and I'm going to prove to him I'm a better player. That's what he's thinking about. Oh! I don't believe those returns on the backhand. He gets them so early. You got to watch his racket here. Catches the ball very early, well in front, and hits it cross court.
Again, you saw where that serve landed from McEnroe. It was just inside the service line. A good first serve. Lendl knocks it off for a clean winner. Love 15. Well, that's wide. Again, a forced error. McEnroe, at this point, though, Donald, don't you think, because of Lendl's great shots, John's saying to himself, I've got to make a better shot off that little half volley. I just can't get the ball in play, otherwise I'm going to get past.
Well, he's certainly pressing a little bit now for the first time.
Love 30.
John senses it slipping away. And he sort of is frustrated because he's not able to do much about it. As well as he's playing, he still can't stop Lendl. Think about right now, Barry, this fourth set, point for 4-1 down, compared to the first set where McEnroe jumped off to a 5-0 lead. Lendl was a little tight, a little stiff-legged, and not fluid at all. What a difference 2 sets means to your confidence.
Triple break point against John McEnroe. Love 40 and down 1-3. And there it is. 4 quick points for Ivan Lendl as he rifles great returns. And so it's Lendl 4-1 in the fourth.
Out here, it's me alone against the course. But in the financial world, you need all the help you can get. You need the PaineWebber Army behind you.
Even golf legends can use some financial backup. PaineWebber is ready to roll, putting all its resources at your command. We believe the quality of life just might depend on the quality of your financial services.
Thank you, PaineWebber. Now that's the kind of army you want behind you.
Dependable, stylish, fashionable, fun, accurate, durable, elegant.
I love my Guy Laroche watch. It's fun, fashionable, and dependable, just like me.
Guy Laroche watches, available at fine department stores and specialty shops. For the location nearest you, call 1-800-222-6560.
And so back to a very, very noisy Sport Palace in Antwerp. This crowd pulling for McEnroe to somehow miraculously get back in this match. He's down 4-1. 2 breaks in the fourth set.
And Lendl there. Very remarkable what's happened this week with the fans.
15.
The number of people that watched this tennis live here, 141,504 people have come out to Antwerp. That's a 29,000 increase over last year's total live audience. This biggest indoor tournament in the world now. 141,000 people.
It's phenomenal. They're from all over Europe, too. I've been hearing them out there in the lobby. French, German, Italians.
Double fault.
A rare double fault for Ivan Lendl. $15-all. You'd have to say this is a must game for McEnroe to break serve. Down 4-1, 2 breaks.
remember, this is their 30th meeting since 1977. McEnroe leads 16-13, and Lendl is about to even that margin to get a little closer and win his 14th time. I don't believe it. Look at that topspin.
That's good.
Did you say Lendl's confident, pumped up?
Unbelievable point. Another great point. Both players at their best.
Let's watch it again because it's as good as you're going to see. McEnroe in charge at the net. Lendl with the topspin. Hits off the top of his racket. Weird angle there. Lendl pounds the forehand. John back in the rally. Lendl again has the backhand. What does he do? He hits a winner. Perfect cross court and has a little jump to it. So he skips after that. Points from 5-1.
Clean ace. Donald, of their 30 matches, this may be the match that everybody remembers where Lendl finally established himself as the #1 player in the world.
Well, he certainly dominates McEnroe today. I think most people think he made a breakthrough at the U.S. Open, but the level of play here is far greater as far as both players. John played much, much better here today than he did in New York.
No question. He is beating a McEnroe today who is playing great tennis. 40-15. Another clean ace.
Lendl's gone berserk. He's gone absolutely berserk. Everything he touches turns to a winner.
And so now McEnroe down 5 games to 1 in the 4th set, down 2 sets to 1. And this crowd trying to clap McEnroe back into contention, and a very disconsolate John McEnroe.
But you know, the mantle has really passed, Barry. Lendl has established that he can dominate McEnroe right now at this stage of their careers, and he has moved into the #1 spot, not just in ranking, but in John's thinking.
But Lendl's doing things so much better, Donald. He's volleying better, he's moving better, and he's hitting the ball with much more pace than he did before.
15 love.
McEnroe lets that ball drop. It's wide. 15 love. John just very quietly put up a sign there before this game started. New tennis balls. It was as if he didn't want to. He kind of wanted to slip the new balls in without Lendl knowing about it. But he didn't. He let him know they're playing with new balls. McEnroe, they want this match to continue, and I can't blame them. It's been a great afternoon.
Tremendous volley here. Now look where he hits the ball. He's right inside the line. Hits the volley in front of him for a winner.
Lendl 1 game away from an extra $1 million prize right behind him there. The diamond racket. You have to win this event 3 times over a 5-year period, which is not easy to do with the kind of competition that comes in here every year. Lendl 1 game away from accomplishing that. Good.
14-15.
McEnroe hanging in there, 40-15, but he's down 1-5.
Oh, he just keeps winning those great backhand down the line. Lendl hitting that shot like it's an easy shot.
Now watch here, John with a good volley, pretty deep, but Lendl And look, notice his left hand there jumps. He's really pumped up. And he hit a beautiful winner.
That's wide, and so McEnroe, after a little bit of trouble there, finally holds serve. Lendl still leading, though, with 2 breaks. 5-2 in the 4th set. We're at the European Champions Championship.
Hi, I'm Vic Braden, and I'm going to make you a better tennis player. Every month in Tennis Magazine. Tennis, the #1 tennis magazine in the world. #1 in keeping you up to date, helping you enjoy and improve your game with sound practical instruction from the world's top teachers like Ash, Hopman, Travert, Vandermeer, even Connors and me. With news, insights, and updates on all the top players and on the bright new stars. With Tell It Like It Is articles on tennis equipment, apparel, and vacation ideas. Now you can get tennis at a bargain rate.
Call 800-453-1900 toll-free, and you can get 12 issues of Tennis Magazine for only $9.97, less than half the newsstand price. Call right now, and you'll get free the booklet Jimmy Connors on winning serves and ground strokes. That's 12 issues of tennis, plus the Jimmy Connors booklet for only $9.97. But you must call now, 800-453-1900.
Don't forget, we've got a date right here, every month.
Ivan Lendl serving for the match, $200,000 first prize, and the diamond racket worth $1 million right now. He leads 5-2 in the 4th set, and he has a 2-set-to-1 advantage.
Ace.
Called a clean ace. Ace number 12 for Ivan Lendl. 3 points away. Thought in that first set, like you say, with McEnroe winning it so easily, that we'd be standing at this situation. Another big first serve from Lendl. 30 love.
Lendl is all business.
John throws up some sawdust.
Is Lendl pumped up? He is so excited. Keeps twitching those shoulders to try and loosen them up. 2 points for match.
Called wide.
Second serve.
Awfully close. Could have been called good.
It was wide, though. Just a little bit.
There's a good volley from Lendl on a difficult shot from McEnroe.
You got a new player there at net. Lendl very comfortable. Naturally a volleyer now. That's taken him a long, long time. Watch it here. As the forehand, John makes a good save low, but look at Lendl knifing the volley, and he stands at triple match point. Certainly the biggest prize, Barry, in dollar value ever before in tennis.
Right on this point. Lendl leading. The umpire telling everyone,
for crowd to please be quiet.
Well, you're going to see as an excited player right here if he wins this point. And there it is. Game, set, and match to Ivan Lendl. McEnroe very warmly congratulates Lendl on a great victory, and I don't think I've ever seen Lendl quite as charged up as when he won that last point. A great performance from Ivan Lendl. 3 sets to 1. He wins the match, 6-2 in the 4th set.
I thought McEnroe in particular, Barry, was a very good sport. He turned to Lendl and said, congratulations, very decidedly.
No question about it. McEnroe went up and congratulated Lendl as long as I've ever seen him do. And Ivan Lendl, the winner here at the ECC. We'll pause now for a word from your local cable system.
This is the USA Network.
In an hour or two, these streets will be teeming with people, all going after the same thing, the American dream of success. But while there are millions of men and women chasing the American dream, there's only so much of it to go around, which is why you should subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. Each business day, the Journal gives you a real competitive advantage with comprehensive news coverage, analysis, ideas you can put to excellent use in your work, and business information you won't find anywhere else. Of course, you don't have to subscribe to the Journal, but in a very short time, these streets will be filled with people who do.
Call 800-527-9800 for this new Journal offer. 13 weeks for just $28 with a money-back guarantee. 13 weeks, $28. Phone 800-527-9800 now for the Wall Street Journal.
The Sports Palace, and strangely enough, even though McEnroe is standing higher than Ivan Lendl, they have just introduced Ivan Lendl as the winner of this year's championship. McEnroe got a warm hand, but Lendl got a huge ovation as he walked out. That's Pierre Darmon pointing there, the tournament director, as they're going now to bring Lendl over closer to that racket, and there it is, 1,420 diamonds set in a pure gold tennis racket, and Ivan Lendl is now $1 million richer, and the lights go out here at the Sports Palace as one of the most valuable trophies in the history of sports is awarded to Ivan Lendl, who has won this tournament 3 times in the last 5 years. Unbelievable. $700,000 worth of diamonds and another $200,000 or so, give or take a few $100,000 in gold.
And now the national anthem of Czech.
The lights have gone out. We're now going to have the national anthem. the Sports Palace, where we're going to talk to the winner, Ivan Lendl, right after this. The final score again, Ivan Lendl winning 1-6, 7-6, 6-2, 6-2. Let's go down to Donald Dell with John McEnroe.
John McEnroe, it was a tough match. You started very, very quickly. You led 5-love in the first set. What changed in the second set that got Lendl back in it?
His serve picked up quite a bit, and I was able to control his serve in the first set. I wasn't able to do that after that, and I got to give him credit. He played a great match. It took him a little while to get going, and I think the difference was that after I lost the second set tiebreaker, I think that made a big difference. 2 sets to love or 1 set all. For a couple games, I mentally let down, and he took advantage of that right away. And then maybe in the 4th set, I physically let down a little bit. And the difference right now is that he's not letting me get away with that like maybe he did in the past, and that's why he's playing like he's #1 right now, because he's in better physical shape than I am, and I think it's showing in the 3 out of 5 set matches, and that's hurting me right now.
You get a little tired at the end, John, in the 4th.
It's a combination of mentally and physically tired. I mean, I didn't feel awful, but I didn't feel probably as fresh as I did in the early part of the match, and that usually occurs in all matches you play, really. He looked like he was right into it in the 4th set, if not better than he was in the beginning. So it's something that I need to think about. I obviously can't afford to feel that way in the 4th set and expect to win a 3 out of 5 set match against him.
Where do you go from here, John? The rest of your schedule, or what's your next big challenge in tennis?
Well, that's 2 different things. I'm playing Stockholm, and I plan on playing Australian, and I'm supposed to play some exhibitions with Bjorn Borg in America in a couple weeks' time.
You're going to play the Australian Open?
Yeah. And I still felt like I had an outside chance to be #1 this year. I suppose really the only realistic way, even considering, is if I won the Australian and the Masters. But, you know, right now it just appears that he's playing better than I am, and he's worked harder for it, I think, this year than I do. So I don't even know if I really deserve it. I think I'm just going to have to accept being #2 this year, maybe, and try next year to regroup. As far as a major goal of any kind, I've never really set that, but obviously the French would be nice to win one time.
John McEnroe, a great champion, 3 times #1 in the world. He'll be back next year, and we thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Can I say hello to my family? I don't know if they're watching it. Is this delayed live, or?
It's delayed. It'll be on Monday night.
Tell them not to watch it, all right?
Okay. Thank you, John.
All right, a very disappointed John McEnroe saying hello to his folks, and we're going to be back and talk to the winner, Yvonne Lendl, right after this.
What? It's time, John.
What about my family? You know that humongous mortgage on your house? With Transamerica Life, it can be paid.
It's paid? And your son's college?
It's paid?
It's time.
Okay, I'm ready to go. No, not that time. Your premium is due.
Transamerica Life Insurance. The power of the pyramid is working for you.
Back at the Sports Palace in Antwerp, Belgium, the final score again, Yvonne Lendl winning in 4 sets, 1-6, 7-6, 6-2, and 6-2. And now down to courtside where Donald Dell is with the winner, Yvonne Lendl.
And I've watched you play now for 5 or 6 years. I've seen you win, I've seen you lose, but I've never seen you play any better than today. There's just no way. Tell us about it.
Well, you know, I came on the court and I said to myself, as I told you yesterday, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to try to keep him guessing, play like at the Open or Meadowlands right after the Open, and see what happens. And he came on the court just steaming hot. He was serving well, putting my passing shots away, guessing right, approaching my first, second serve flat, hard shots into the, you know, close to the lines, very deep. And I was just struggling at the beginning of the second set to stay in there, but once I won the tiebreaker, I got the momentum, and I think it was very important that I didn't drop my serve when he had 2 games at 2-1 and 3-2 to me in the 3rd set when he had break points.
Well, you know what happened there, 2-3 in the 3rd on a break point. You hit an ace on a second serve wide, and that was amazing because you took a big chance there.
Well, I didn't want to do it. I wanted to serve it into his body, but I saw him move and I switched as I tossed the ball, and I know that's the wrong thing to do, but it worked for me.
Well, it may have been the wrong thing, but it certainly saved your serve that game. John was very frank, Yvonne, just now. I don't know if you heard him, but he said he thought you had worked harder, he thought you had played better, and he thought you deserved to be ranked #1 in the world this year. He said to regroup in the Masters. He hopes to come back next year, but he felt you were the best player in the world today.
Well, that's very nice of him to say. I would like to accept it.
Well, he was very frank about it, and I asked him what he thought the difference was in between the 1st and 3rd sets. He said 2 things. First, he said you started serving a lot better in the 2nd set.
Right, that's true, and I also got into the match because he didn't hit that sharp anymore, and I got timing. It's always difficult for me to play the first few games with John because he doesn't give me any shots to get used to the pace of his balls or to the court or anything. He just hits it and he's right there, and I have to hit the ball within 2 feet of the court, and if I don't do it, it's his point.
In the fourth set, Ivan, he felt he got a little tired, and he felt that your momentum, your confidence kept up, getting stronger, and he got a little tired.
Yeah, I was getting really pumped up, just like at the Open, and I felt great. I felt, I was hitting the ball better and better, and I noticed he was a little slower at the net.
But you know, Ivan Lendl, technically you're a different kind of player this year than last year. And I know one guy would be very proud of you, Tony Roach, of course Jerry Solomon, but Roach was a tremendous help to you this year volleying and improving your volley since Wimbledon.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give him a call right now that we can raise a little bit of stakes on the golf course.
Okay, Ivan Lendl, congratulations. The winner here, you've won the first prize 3 years out of 5, so you've retired the trophy, and we hope to see you back here next year, and congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Okay,
now back to you, Barry McKay, in the booth.
All right, Donald, and a very, very happy Ivan Lendl, the winner of the ECC Championships here in Antwerp, Belgium. And we're going to be back with a look at this entire event right after these messages.